the intro music. Yeah! Woohoo!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if you've been playing this game for a while, or even just in the past year, you're no stranger to new buildings getting added. In fact, we've been talking about all the new ones on our Discord, but today we're going to focus on the mess hall, because it's so unique and very different than previous things that have gotten added to Star Trek Fleet Command in recent years. For example, if we take a look at just the command center, it's a pretty standard building. Unique currency, level locked based on ops, and scales to something that, well, we already have a bunch of, like officer stat bonuses. Not that it's bad, but we've already got it. It was unique, but it was also taking what we already have, right? It was just research inside of a building. But we have a different format here with the mess hall that I really want to kind of break down and explain to people. And yes, there's an officer stat bonus here again. But there are a couple of bonuses that we don't have a ton of researches for, but more importantly, it's the unique style with how this has been created and built that I want to discuss today. Now, remember, if you were watching this weeks or months after it came out, this video could become inaccurate because there are already ways that we're recommending they make this better. But some ways this is different is this goes to to level 99, but is not ops locked. In fact, it's based around this neat little button up here at the top, crew level. So it takes the sum of your officer's level, goes over all the crew that you have, and how high you've made it there actually determines the limit of how high the mess hall can go for you. Sound a little bit confusing? Okay, I promise it's not that bad. In fact, we've got some graphics and stuff that we're going to take a look at today. The biggest thing that most people are going to want to know is, as we're going through this mess hall mechanic and going through our research and all these different things that we're trying to do, how long does it actually take to progress? Now, on that note, real quick, I want to provide an update because this is part of the X-Borg faction. I do want to throw this in as well. This is still, we're talking about the mess hall, but for those curious, Jules Vern and Blue Mando, who put together some great spreadsheets, and we've obviously worked with them on the channel for a long time. Here's the free-to-play access and how long it's going to take you, depending on what level you are, to get the faction and swarm sweeps. Those are the ones that allow you to complete your dailies by hitting freeboot or hostile. So this is in my Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't already. I know I keep repeating that about the Discord a lot, but it's true. If you want this, we've got a Discord. Tag myself, tag Jules Vern right here. There's the name right there. Okay, tag either of us and we're more than happy to help you out. So in that same vein, let's take a look at the chart that we're going to use to determine, well, how high can we go and where can we really take this? So this mess hall calculator, this cost calculator, was designed by Jules. It's just a basic spreadsheet. Yes, it is in the Star Trek Fleet Command channels of the Discord. And how this really lays out is that we're going to go over how long it takes you to level up this building and what the requirements are based on crew level. Now, again, I said this was a very unique layout. I'm going to actually make this a little bit bigger so it's easier for y'all to read. But as you can see on the spreadsheet, on the top right, we have days to acquire. What that means is how long it takes you getting the free drip, not counting any events that happen or buying a pack, how long it would take you to just get to each level based on what level you are, because the ops level you are determines the amount of daily drip you get of this mess hall currency. So you see the ops levels right here, starting at level 15 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 50, and then 51 to 60 determines the amount that you get every day currently. Now, because this really neat document was created by our friend Jules, I can actually change how high we can go, which will then adjust the cost. So my highest right now based on crew level, so where my officers can take me, is somewhere around between mess hall 55 and 60. For a long time, I've not upgraded officers and left levels alone except for when there was events. So I have a lot that are just kind of waiting to have the button pushed. This incentivizes me to push the button. Not necessarily for the officer stat bonus, which as you can see is not terribly great even as it increases. You know, you get 55 levels, you are getting a bonus, but the component trid efficiency is the one that matters the most to me. And there's already something kind of, brewing's not the right word, but I'll put it this way. Content creators and moderators and other players are already giving them suggestions how the mess hall needs to get better as you level up. But anyway, let's talk about how we start from here. Let's just pick that 55 that I was at. I'm gonna click the button. So what this means is if you were level 15, it would take you 253 days if you had the officers, in terms of the officer crew levels, to get to mess hall 55. And see, this is the interesting thing about the mess hall, because you don't need to be ops 50 to do this. You could do it at ops 15, technically. Now, how realistic is that? It's not super realistic, but it is possible. It's doable. In fact, it encourages you as a player to invest in those officers and not skip some. So the tricky second side of that coin, though, is at the top right. See where it says days to acquire? You actually get more efficient and quicker access to higher levels of the mess hall the higher ops you are, because you're getting a better daily drip. Again, this doesn't count your events that might come around this month or anything that expedites that process, because I'm already level 7 in my mess hall. But if I was to actually go and click all these different levels and I unclick, so let me go down to the 55 real quick. I'll actually do some undos because I did not mean to take away the word mess hall. So let me do this. You'll see all the numbers change, and then real quick, let me go 1 through 7. It didn't take me 6 days to do this. This arc has only been out 3 days, so there's obviously other things that helped this process go by a little bit quicker. But just generally speaking, you can see how long it's going to take. And in terms of if you were to max it out, which I do want to point out is not technically possible because there are not enough in the game. There's not enough officers at the moment, but maybe one day. If you wanted to max out level 99 as a free-to-play level 15, means just daily dripping, no packs, 896 days. If you were level 51, 448 days from now until 400 something days, just collecting your drip. Now, that's a long way. That is a long amount of time, but also not terrible when we calculate events and other ways that we maybe can access this building. So as you go through your dailies, all you got to do is collect this in your gift chest. So click over here with the new buckets. I'm very curious to see what people think about this. In fact, it's gonna be the first time I ask for comments in this video. I personally love the organization and the buckets here. I like it, but some people don't like that it's extra clicks. And I don't think that there's a wrong answer there. I'm truly curious what you think if you're watching this video. As you go into ship resources, you see we got all of our stuff here. And now come over to the left side, the building stuff, where we got Nadion supply, replicator rations, optical diodes, and the fleet commander materials, all now in one chest location. So pulling your replicator rations every day will allow you to upgrade the building as we continue to progress. And I'm not honestly sure how I feel about this scaling. For the higher level you are, the easier it is to level it. I guess it does make sense. And the game has obviously been trying to push players up and up levels. And as a content creator whose focus is on you having fun, well, I don't necessarily live by that strategy. I don't think it's necessarily the best idea to just level up for the sake of leveling up, but I think it now has given you a renewed need to focus more on officers. And as I sort by level here, you'll see that I can scroll down and I have plenty that are not only ready to upgrade, but also just aren't even appropriately leveled for the tier that I have them at. Just as an example here in the background. And I think this is something that a lot of players have done. You see my Kang is level 18 when he could be level 20. You know, you look over at several different ones. I've got tier 4, but only level 15. You know, I think that as we look at where this game is going and how some of these older officers have been forgotten, whether rightly so or not, this is giving you an incentive to re-look at how you approach officers. For a long time, away teams has kind of been something that we really honed in on, as this is why we focus. But now with these bonuses, as they continue to grow, look at the back end here of the detail screen. Look at how they go. If I do get to level 50, let's say we'll go all the way down here, or 52, 98% officer bonus. That's basically having prime officers again. Research bonus, 148%. I definitely need that. And then a 64% component titanium cost efficiency. That's all very valuable to me. So because of that, yes, it's more technical power creep and all that, but the way they've introduced it is so unique, and I really do kind of like it. I like new things in the game. I like new things that allow us to explore new ways to release stuff. So I do want to know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Now that you've seen the data and how long it takes and how much it costs to upgrade this building, because I am for one thankful that it doesn't cost par steel, it doesn't cost uncommons, it's literally just the currency. Now it's your turn to tell me what you think and how could it be better and how can they take this strategy moving forward. I do really want to press the fact that this is the first time anything has ever been done like this in the game, and we like testing new ideas because new is always, well, not always better, but new is good. We don't want to have the same copy and paste methods forever, right? As players, we want things to be fresh and fun and new and exciting. So this building opens up potentially other things that can be done, not just for buildings, but maybe how we do ships and how we level up officers. All these things now come into a open your mind, think outside the box paradigm. And anyway, I am encouraged by this type of direction. We'll have to wait and see where it goes, but here you go. There's all your information. Hopefully it helps you out. If it doesn't, well, comment, like, and I've been really harping on this a lot lately. I don't know if I should be or not, but join the Discord. Join the Discord. Join it. Discord link is in the description of this video. That way I can interact with you easier and answer your questions if you have any, or hit up Jules. Y'all are amazing. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for those Space Cowboys. Deuces. We'll
An even better outro than the intro.
Out.
For the Empire and glory to your house.